TT. Two-turn baby girl, you know me. Still with the dogs that I grew beside. All the niggas around me, cry that they die. Gotta watch the time, cause it's flying right by.
Hey y'all, I'm back with another video, and it's currently like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna get right into this video actually. Back in 2020, I did Forex. I don't know what Forex is. It's basically the foreign exchange market where you trade currencies and make money from it. Now, I'm not about to sit here and talk about like, you know, that little whole situation, but yeah, so back in 2020, I was doing Forex. This was back when I lived with my great grandma. I was staying at her house, and one of our family members came to the house. He's not even a family member. I don't even know why I'm saying that. But one of our family friends, and when I do this, family friends, when I say this, I mean family friends, came over our house one day, and I was doing a trading call. Like, I was doing a live trading session call, and he was like, oh, well, you know, is that real? I'm like, yeah, it's real. I'm cashing out. Cool. He wanted me to put him on. So, I was only 18. I ain't even turned 19 yet. Wait, did I? I was 18. My mindset was crazy when it came to money. Like, I was willing to do not anything, cause that to get to the bag. Not anything, but anything, y'all. When it came to business. So basically, he was like, "Put me on. If I pay you such and such, you put half in a trading account and you keep the rest in your pocket. Can you flip the money?" So I'm like, "Yeah, I could flip the money, but you do know trading is a risk." And that's what a lot of people don't know. Like, you're going to invest your money, but then it's a 50% chance that you will lose that money. That was understood on his end, apparently. From there on, I started trading. So he gave me like $500 to put in a trading account. So I put the money in my trading account. You know, I started making money off of it. First trade hit for $1,000. So now I got $1,500 in my trading account. He wanted me to flip it to $5K. Cool. So in the process of all of this, I showed him like, look, I got $1,500. Cool. Next thing you know, he like, well, look, I got a crib and AC. It's yours. Mind you, it's a condo. So I'm like, cool, bet. Not thinking nothing of it. Like I said, my mindset was I'm about to get a bag regardless. So I'm about to be living by myself. You know, living my dream that I actually wanted to do. Not knowing that it would be a catch, there was a catch. I had to continuously trade and make money for him in order for me to live there. That kind of like threw everything off. But that was neither here nor there. Because like I said back then, I made a lot of money. Like, I made over 50K with the foreign exchange, being a mentor, all that. So like, the money wasn't like really a problem. Like, it wasn't really a problem trading, because like I said, I was a mentor, so it was just like whatever. But now y'all, so yeah, basically I was living my dream or whatever. I guess we could say that. Anyways, I don't even know why I said that. So we got down there, and you know, I was introduced to his foster mom, and he left. He went back to Philly. Like, I just went on along with my journey of being down there. Now, I was told that I can invite people over. Like, that was basically my new home. I called up my girl. So I'm like, Shay, whoop de whoop, da 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 da. You used to fly down here with me. Shay slid down by a family friend. Now, I was a little scared, so I had FaceTimed her. I think we stayed on the phone for a partial of the ride on her way down. But I had her location too. So she ended up coming down. She rode in the car with him. He told me that he was trying to hit on her. That was the first red flag of the whole situation. And I felt that really weird. Like, you are a family friend trying to hit on your family friend's friend. Make that make sense. He gets down there, and now at this point, we're just like, you know, happy to see each other. Just doing the norm. I I don't really remember the whole story, y'all, but I know he was down there for a little bit with us. His wife was calling. So this what threw me for a whole loop. I kept declining her calls. The foster mom called. And she was like, oh yeah, your wife calling, da da da. Me and Shay looking at each other like it's a red flag already. So when that happened, it was just like, well, why you ignoring your wife? I ain't gonna lie, that really woke me up and scared me to death. Like I said, I had met his foster mom, and she was like right around the corner. Like her house, I'm talking about, like it was the condo right there. 4 doors down is like a couple houses. You turn the corner, couple more doors down, and that was her house. Next morning, oh no, I do remember what happened. So yeah, y'all. So I don't really remember how and why he stayed the night. But to sum it up, he ended up staying the night. And people was looking for him. And me and Shay just looking at each other like, hold up, like, what's really tea? Like, what's really going on here? When I feel like I'm in an uncomfortable position, my body don't allow me to sleep. So that whole night, I was in and out of sleep. I was doing trades. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I was doing trades. Because, I don't know, I just felt off about the whole situation. I started feeling weird about it. The next morning comes, and somebody come banging on the door, like, type banging on the door. So, I don't really remember. Like I said, I don't really remember too much, but I know we all jumped. Like, we all scared at this point. Like, who is that at the door? Like, so, his so-called brother at the door. And I guess he had came in town to see their foster mom. I think that was his real mom, though. That was his real mom, and that was the family friend foster mom. So, he was banging on the door because apparently he had left something that he was trying to get from out the condo. Like I said, y'all, the condo, it was, I don't even think I said that, but the condo was furnished already. Like, it had everything in it because he was, like, using it as Airbnb. So I guess because he was using it as Airbnb, it was just stuff there, like, you know, just to have. Ice cream pause. If I were y'all, I would take this time to get y'all snacks because it's getting spicy. Okay. So the brother had came for some type of sports equipment, scaring us by banging on the door. Boom. After he was banging on the door, we all was like woke at this point. And he was looking out the window all scared. We don't even know why. Because, I mean, let's state the obvious. We know why. First of all, you're ignoring your wife's calls. Your only calls that you're answering is your foster mom. So what's really tea? Like, what y'all really got set up and going on? So, yeah. So to sum it up, basically, he had to go back to Philly because his wife was going home up, and yeah. So he ended up going back to Philly. But then he calls me and Shay. So at this point, me and Shay, we on a live trading session, trading our behinds off. Phone on D&D, not trying to talk to nobody, none of that. Like, we locked in. I'm talking about tunnel vision locked in. Man, something told me and Shay to look at our notifications. When I tell you this man was blowing us up like something was wrong. So we answered the phone, finally. And he like, well, where, what y'all was doing? Where y'all, like, why y'all not by the phone? Da-da-da. We looking at each other like, sir, first of all, who are you?
Who the fuck dare to call me when I'm so busy?
Anyways, he ended up telling us, like, his brother was about to stop by and grab the equipment that he was trying to get earlier in that morning. He ended up going back to the foster mom house, which was his actual mom. He ended up going back there and crashing because it was like 7 o'clock in the morning when he was banging on the door. Like he was cops or something.
Look at my face. Oh. I don't give a damn.
My dear.
Bye, girl. Bye, girl.
Ended up going back to the foster mom house. Whatever. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. When I get towards the end, y'all gonna be like, this seemed like a little Us type scene, Get Out type scene.
Bones now! Now, the keys!
Just listen. I ain't even gonna lie. Stuff just started getting more and more spicier in my eyes. Because it's like, man, at the end of the day, I looked at you as a family friend. So now in my head, I'm like, dang, like, what did me and Shay just get ourselves into? And I didn't want to say that to Shay, because one thing about me and Shay, once we get scared, we scared and we going to stand on that scaredness. So, yeah, I didn't want to say that to her, but like, you know, it was getting to that point. So he was like, yo, my brother going stop paying. After that, he was like, don't talk to him, don't say nothing to him. Da-da-da-da. So we like, all right. Next thing you know, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. This is my YouTube, so y'all about to hear it all. I ain't sugarcoating jack wide. Got his equipment, all that stuff, and cause like I said, we was on a trading call, so he wanted to hear more about forex. And back then, I was on my grind, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I was recruiting. Okay, I was a recruiter. Okay, a recruiter and a trader. So as soon as he said he was interested, I said, all right, say no more. Let me put you on. They was like, yeah, well, can we go to the store and get some rent? So I tuned in. I tinged in, or whatever you call the word. And I was like, yeah, because we definitely need more stuff in the house. Da, 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 da. So we ended up going to a gas station. But this is where it started getting weird and freaky. Not weird and freaky, but like kind of weird. So we in a car. While we in a car though, like, y'all ever just sit somewhere like in a car and like y'all just feel anxious or like y'all nervous, like y'all got a bad funny feeling? That's what started happening. So I'm in the back seat. Shay sit up front because I think he wanted her to sit up front or something like that. She definitely was in the back with me, but to sum it up, like, he just talked her into sitting in the front. And that's when I really started to get the funny feeling. But we in the car, whatever, on our way to the store. Next thing you know, I see his hand on her leg. Pause.
Brother, whoa, now. You got too much dip on your chip.
Sir, we don't know you from a can of paint. We only know from our knowledge that you are the family friend's brother. So what are you doing? What are we doing here, really? I didn't say nothing, but Shay took his hand like that. On my tooth. He brought us back to the condo. We told him, because he was trying to come back in. And we like, no, like, you know, family friend told us, you know, not to let you in the crib. Period, point blank. And I was standing on it. Shay was trying to be nice. She like, no, I mean, I was trying to find any reason for us not to, like, let this man in the house. Because like I said, y'all, I did have a funny feeling. And I was texting her. I will never forget. I was really texting her everything. And she couldn't really text back because she was right next to him. He ended up calling him. Or we ended up calling him, something like that. The family friend was like, no. And I was like, all right, cool, say no more. He said no. We finna go. So he ended up coming in anyway, y'all. Anyway, he came in. We went back to talk about Forex and all that stuff. And next thing you know, we hear a knock at the door. I think we all was just sitting there froze. He goes to look at his phone. The family friend was blowing his phone up. I look at my phone. He blowing me up. She look at her phone. He blowing her up too. Oh, y'all, I forgot a whole little skip part. I skipped the whole part. So look, let's rewind a little bit before I get to this part. Went to the foster mom's house. Now, she was a nice lady because I had went over there before Shay even came down. She had made me dinner, you know, all of that. It was kind of weird, but yeah, she made me dinner. And, you know, we had like a deep convo. You know, it was cool. She was cool. Her vibes was giving cool. But the next day, y'all, it was giving get out. We sitting in a chair. Like, I'm talking about Shay right here. I'm right here. We looking at each other while she's talking to us. And then the brother was there. The brother was in the house with, like I said, he had crashed there because he didn't answer the door. I'm going back to the condo. So we talked our way out of leaving the condo. Her condo. And we ended up back at ours. That's when he came to get his equipment and went to the store. We get back to somebody banging on the door. Again, now mind y'all, this is all in the same day. But it's nighttime when we get this bang on the door. So now we really scared. Because Before it was the morning time. Now we see the person that was doing it, whatever the case may be. And now, again, it's somebody else knocking on the door. So at this point, I'm thinking it's the boy because he ain't hear nothing from us. Mind you, he said no. So he's under the impression that the brother ain't coming to the crib. We just in the crib. So it was at the door. It was the mom. And she goes bananas. Get the out!
Get the fuck out! You're gonna get the fuck out! You're not gonna motherfucking stay in my goddamn house!
When I get a ride...
Motherfucker, you ain't got no damn ride! You gonna get the fuck out!
And we just looking at each other like, we got called whores, prostitutes, all this. Like, literally, we got called all of this stuff because he was in the house, y'all. Now, mind you, we didn't know it was going to go as crazy as it did. So she told us to leave because the family friend said to leave. So I'm just confused, like, why we had to really get out. Me and Shay, we like, all right, you know, because the family friend was still up in Philly. And the mom, she came knocking on the door because we weren't answering her. She came in with a weapon. She pulled the weapon out on me, her, and the foster brother or whatever he was. And yeah, y'all, like, it was just crazy. Like, she came in with a weapon. She pulled the weapon out on me, her, and the foster brother or whatever he was. And yeah, y'all, like, it was just crazy. Like, put that joint up to the board because they start going back and forth. And we just sitting there taking it in and getting scared. Me and her texting each other, I believe. Ready to leave, we ain't have no way to get back up to Philly. I was trying to find a train, the bus, Uber, whatever. I was trying to find any type of way for us to leave. And Uber was like $125. I'm lying. It was $150 actually. We ended up getting in the car with the man, y'all. We got in the car with the man. After he got the weapon put up to him, he left out. He got in the car. He sent us a picture of his ID, and he was like, yeah, I can take y'all home, da-da-da-da. He was really gonna get out. I didn't know who to trust at that point. So I'm telling Shay, I'm like, no, bro, I don't even trust this. I'm just gonna call the Uber. Here goes Shay. No, I mean, it's a free ride. We might as well. We ended up getting in the car. We put our stuff in the car. And y'all, he was really just trying to talk us into coming into his house. And me and Shay, we was texting each other. We like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how we about to get home because I don't want him to know where you live and I don't want him to know where I live. The first stop was at the gas station. So that was the first red flag. He was sweet talking to Shay, like, you know, sounded like he was really trying to get in her panties, which was so weird to me, and it felt so like he was really trying to get in both of our panties at this point. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. Started talking about how he got people that could cash us out for our phones, and just talking about, like, he was talking to us like we was his little hookers or something. I don't know, like, y'all. Me and Shay, like, it's giving scary. Like, the way he was talking about us on the phone to somebody, it was just seeming like we was his little, like she said, prostitutes. So when I tell y'all, I was just praying in the backseat that we made it home back to Philly safe. And the minute that we made it home to Philly, I was going to cry and burst out into tears. We get to 52nd Street. I just want to skip past that whole ride. I'm gonna be honest. It was just so scary, y'all. Like, just being in the car with him and hearing him talk about the things that he was talking about. Like, he really was trying to get us to stay at his house and come home with us so we could do sexual activities with him. He went to Crown Fried Chicken. If y'all know that place on 52nd Street, it's right on 52nd Market, actually. He got us Crown Fried Chicken, and it wasn't good at all. So it's just sat in the back seat. His house was somewhere near 52nd Street. And like I said, the whole ride he was trying to talk us into basically coming home with him, and you know, he was talking about sexual things at this point. And me and Shay was like very uncomfortable to the point where I think Shay was crying. We had our things in his trunk, so we ended up figuring out a plan. I'm not even gonna lie. So Shay's plan was to get to his house, go in his house, and call an Uber. My plan was get our stuff and take flight as soon as we get out the car. go nowhere near that man's house. So he drove to his house, he parked up, and he had said something. This is what made me just like go bazooka. He was like, yeah, so we about to go in the house, we gonna chill a little bit, you mean? I'm like, what? I'm not doing nothing. So Shay, I'm not gonna lie. Between me and Shay, I'm more so the outspoken person. Shay's the person that shut down. And at this point, she was shutting down. Like, she wasn't really trying to say too much because she was scared. But me, I don't care. I was speaking up. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm not going. And neither is my friend. He talking about, what you mean? Da-da-da-da. Well, you could go. She could stay with me. Y'all, when he said that, I said, sir, I'm not going nowhere without my friend. We ended up taking our stuff out the car, and I held on to her stuff because I knew it was going to be some weird stuff. He ended up snapping. Like, I drove y'all ungrateful all the way down here and offer y'all to bail on me. He was just really degrading us as being women all the way around. And I just was like, I don't care. I'm not going to nobody's house.
I'm the type of nigga stand on business, nigga. One man arm against 50, nigga.
He took the rest of our stuff out the car. Matter of fact, I took the rest of my stuff out the car. He took the rest of Shay's stuff out the car, set it on the sidewalk, and walked away. And when I tell y'all, that was the Lord. That was the Lord. Because Lord knows all of the things that he was saying in the car. I just knew where everything was going to go. Like, he was talking about having sex. He was talking about, like, I don't know. Like, after that whole little situation, I was very scared for my life. And still to this day, me and Shay really be like, yo, remember that time we almost got kidnapped? I didn't stand my ground and say what I said. I think he definitely had Shay's arm or something. He was not trying to let her leave. Like I said, I'm so outspoken. Which is why he left our stuff on the sidewalk and like he walked away. And when I tell you, like, I think me and Shay just started crying because it was just like so scary being in that type of situation. This man drove us from New Jersey all the way back to Philly to his house. So we had him basically thinking that we were going to go in his house. That was the plan. So we had him thinking that we were going in the house because the first time that we sat in the car, like I said, I fast forward through all of the stuff that happened in the car. The first time when we told him we was just going to go home, he started spazzing. Like, he just like really just started tripping. I don't know, y'all. Like, it was just very like red flaggish. So like I said, at this point, I'm in the back seat texting Shay like, look, so when we get up here, we gonna do this. We gonna do this, that, and third. He walked away. That was that. Shay ended up calling the Uber, or I called the Uber. I think Shay called the Uber though. I don't really remember who called the Uber, but the Uber was called. We went back to Shay's house, and we just went home. We went in her house, and we was just like, I think we started bawling. We did something, and we was just like, damn, like, we never put each other in that type of position ever again. Next morning come, and he texted us talking about some, you ungrateful, dirty bitches. Da, 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 da. We used him for a ride and all of this crazy stuff, but in all actuality, he offered to ride. We had a way home. We was gonna call the Uber and be done. This whole situation went a whole nother way because you wanted to get your nut off and you wanted to worry about your pleasure from two young girls when you was like 45 years old. Please. When you have a family friend, if you have a family friend, to sum it up, this is what I did not know back in 2020. Do not mix family and business, because that's what I did. Don't mix that, ever. Put y'all trust in anybody. Ooh, got my ice cream. It was really scary, y'all. The story, though, let me know what y'all think in the comments, because being in that position, I don't know. Like I said, I had to like really remember bits, like key things that happened. I don't know, y'all. Like, just being in that position was just so scary. And I knew it was a red flag, like, earlier in the day when he put his hand on her leg. And, like, I don't know, y'all. Don't give situations the benefit of the doubt when you feel your heart racing, or when you feel scared. Like, if you go with your gut, like, if you feel like something is bad, stick with that. And even if it's a decision between you and somebody else, if your gut is telling you that it's not a good situation to be in, go with your gut. Forget what anybody else says. they get mad at you, oh well, but you're better off being in a better position than in the position that me and my friend Shay was in. I hope y'all like this video. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Yeah, y'all. Like I said, 2024 content back to 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 back. I love y'all. See y'all.